What's up guys, this is John here from Techfez News, and today I have some unfortunate news for you Dead Island fans. The release of Dead Island 2 has been pushed back to 2016. The co-op survival title was expected to release later this year on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Windows PC. The Jaeger development, the team currently developing the game, stated, "We have always set ourselves a big goal for Dead Island 2, to create the sequel that takes Dead Island to the next level. A game that takes what our fans tell us what they love about Dead Island, multiple different characters to play with, co-op, and turning a paradise into a zombie slaughter melee, and a game that adds a ton more content and combat options on top of that. We wanted to have all of that done before the release in spring 2015. We've been looking at the game long and hard, and we have decided we didn't reach that goal we set out to achieve quite yet. This is why we have decided to delay Dead Island 2 to 2016. They went on to state, "We know that our fans will be disappointed by this news, but by giving Dead Island 2 more time, we are confident that everyone will get a better game to play as a result." Dead Island 2 was expected to be out this autumn, but rumours circulated in the past few months that the game had slipped to the end of the year, now slipping to early 2016. It is the first game that is the first Dead Island game from that is currently being developed by Jaeger Entertainment. Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide were developed at Dying Light Studio Techland, while adventure title Escape Dead Island was created at Swedish company Fatshark. So it is quite interesting to see how young Jaeger Entertainment will develop this game, as it's been highly rumoured that the game will now feature an 8-player co-op system in their new Unreal Engine 3, where we'll be able to have 8 players in one game, all running around the entire island, killing their own zombies, doing their own things, and completing missions, and assisting each other if they require any assistance. So it should be interesting to see how this setback impacts their game. However, if many of you may remember with GTA 5, they did experience some technical difficulties with their game, and that was also delayed another 3 months. However, they did state that the game would be better by the time of the release, and it did pay off because it was one of the most popular selling games pretty much ever to have sold, really. So we should keep our faith in Jaeger Entertainment to see that they are doing what they can to try and get this game out as soon as possible. So we do keep our faith in news. So some new news in relation to Batman Arkham Knight. So Warner Brothers has announced the downloadable content for Batman Arkham Knight will include Batman and Batgirl story expansions. While the story of Rocksteady's Batman Arkham trilogy will come to a close on June 23, we're excited to continue telling stories and delivering more content to explore and play through in the 6 months following the game's release. The creators of the game stated, "We'll be building a more narrative, more missions, more challenges, and more characters and vehicles that we want players to experience, even though they didn't quite fit into the storyline of Batman Arkham Knight. The game's expansion will include an all-new prequel story expansion, an entirely new location where you play as Batgirl for the very first time in the Arkham series. We'll also be able to play as Batman in an all-new story missions featuring legendary supervillains invading Gotham City, with all-new story arcs, missions, and gameplay features. We'll also be able to play as Batman's key allies in narrative missions, extending their storylines from both before and after the events in Batman Arkham Knight." So I would presume that this would be a tie-in to Batman, Batgirl, and Robin. So if many of you have seen the animated TV show Young Justice, we see in Season 2, Invasion, Batman has essentially three apprentices. So he has Nightwing, Robin, and Batgirl. So we will be seeing those characters in this new Batman game, which should be quite amazing to see. I'm always a big fan of Nightwing. I always love how he's always portrayed in Young Justice and some of his other shows and characters and such. So it'll be quite interesting to see that. So we'll also be able to drive the most iconic Batmobiles from Batman's 75-year history on custom-built racetracks, each themed to that Batmobile's specific era. Every Batmobile will be drivable across every single racetrack. So it could be interesting to see how this goes in the multiplayer. Well, if we do have a multiplayer, if this could be like a Forza type game where we have a racing between Batmobiles and players who get, you know, have a leaderboard, who's the fastest, you have your maps, your fastest lap times, etc. Apart from that, we'll also be able to engage in a new series of challenges maps utilising the unique play styles of Batman and his allies. So for many of you who may be wondering, we will be getting a variety of skins from across the eras for Batman, Robin, Nightwing and Catwoman. So as many of you may know, Batman has over 50 different costumes, costume displays and such from the previous Batman movies, across from, you know, the original Batmans in the 1970s, 80s and to the present, where we see Christian Bale's Batman suit, and also in the new Batman vs Superman, hopefully you might see an incorporation of the new Ben Affleck's suit. However, that could be an external DLC when the game comes out. So that's it for today for Batman Arkham Knight, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to Techfez for more tech, gaming and entertainment videos in the future. This is Jordan, signing off.